Do you know what you're going to do with these in 2021? Looks like that's about $21. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 options that I think might help you out even if you've only got a few bucks. 1, investing. 2, student loans. And 3, refinancing a home. All right, y'all, let's jump into investing. My personal favorite part of finance. So when it comes to the market, I see a lot of 2 different types of people. On one hand, you've got the people that are speculating, thinking they're going to get the next quick, big investment. Tesla, Apple, AMD, Microsoft, oh, take my money. And on the other, nah. You've got the ones holding off who are saying, oh, it's too late. I've already missed the gains in the market, so why would I get in right now and lose a bunch of money? In other words, on the one hand, you've got the FOMO people who just can't get in quick enough and buy the first thing that comes to mind. On the others, you've got the ones who already feel left out and don't want to start. So I think the best thing you can do when you're first starting off is to kind of meld those 2 mindsets where there's never going to be, the perfect time to get into the market where everything just clicks and rolls for you. You might see that initial spike when you get in, like you lucked out and you picked the right time. Sometimes it might drop like a rock. But the underlying theory to it all is that over time, the market always increases. So at the risk of sounding a little cliche, it's not trying to time the market and get in at the right point, but time in the market where the ones who hold on long enough are the winners. And I think this year is just the perfect example of this theory in a short time frame where, like back in February and March when the pandemic was first kind of hitting the US, the S&P 500 lost almost a third or maybe even over a third of its value. And as of right now, it's up about 12% on the year. So if you had put in $1,000 in January, yes, in February and March, it would have gone down to what, like 650, I think. But if you held on till now, it would be up about 1,112 is what you'd have. So once you can kind of get yourself amped up enough to make that initial plunge and say, all right, I want to get in, I want to do this thing. And that's fantastic. But you might run into the next problem of wondering what exactly to do. Like, where do I start? And now you've found the wonderful question that every investor still asks themselves. But to give just a quick summary, the first place you'd want to start is with a brokerage account. So this is the account where you're going to deposit the funds you want to invest. And most of them now have no account minimum. They don't charge any trade commissions. And they offer some pretty good research tools to help you, kind of choose what you want to invest in. And there's a ton of them out there, but some you're probably fairly familiar with just from advertising is like E-Trade or TD Ameritrade. And once you pick the right one for you, you can get your funds in there and start trying to pick what you want to invest in. All right, y'all. So as with anything, there's always good news and bad news. The good news for 2021 is that you can start investing. The bad news is your student loans are coming back. And of course, this is assuming that you haven't been paying on your student loans throughout the pandemic, because once the CARES Act expires at the end of December, the interest accruals and monthly payments resume. So your first payment is going to be due in January. If you have kept paying your student loans, the only thing that's really going to change for you is that the interest accrual starts back. So because of the CARES Act, when the interest was suspended, all your payments have been going to principal, which means that balance just ticks down 1 for 1 each time. But now that your interest starts back, it's not going to be quite as big of a benefit each payment that you make. Last item, congrats, you made it this far. So refinancing a home. Obviously, this is only going to apply to a portion of us, but still really important because interest rates are so low right now. Even if you locked in a good rate on your mortgage, I'm almost positive you can find a better deal out there now. And I think of myself as an example here. I got my mortgage just a little over a year ago and locked in at a 4% fixed rate. And I can certainly go out there and find a better refi rate than 4%. And I'm talking like low 3% here, which over a 30-year term is obviously huge savings. Quick example. So let's say your loan amount is 300K at a 4% rate. That would mean your monthly payment rings in around $1,400. If you took that down even to 3.5% interest, that would mean your monthly payment goes down about $100 to $1,350 or so. So you can see where the monthly savings really come in and just add up over time. Remember that you do have to factor in closing costs and any fees that come along with that refi. So that might, depending on your time frame, change around your break-even point and your monthly payments a little bit. Nothing too crazy, just make sure that you're going to stay in the house long enough to actually reap the benefits of the lower interest rate. Anyways, I'm hoping this video has given y'all some great ideas for the coming year. And I'm really curious to know if you're focused anywhere else in your finances. If you are, or you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to jump in my Twitch stream and come ask any questions you might have. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays at twitch.tv/financialion. So check the description below for the link and stream schedule. Otherwise, y'all, get out there, start investing, and start saving. I really appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time. Later.